Good morning. Good morning. We are live. It is 5:34 a.m. and the goal was to go live here at 5:30 a.m. We are rolling up, have a funner topic today. Kind of going over, well, I would argue that is one of the benefits of it. Zen Buddhism isn't particularly religious, like many people claim to be Christians and Buddhists or Catholics and Buddhists or either or whichever way. It's there's many ways. In one of the writings and scriptures I was reading, just what were they saying? Yeah, there's multiple ways and paths to the top of a mountain, and there isn't a claim to one being right versus the other. Always like that philosophy. There's a lot of different situations. There's tons of different, they say 1,000 ways to skin the cat. And it's always nice to know that, like, just because there is this one writing that is right, that is the only way, or say another set of beliefs in a different environment, this is right. At the end of the day, wisdom is wisdom, and I'm here to absorb, to convey back to you guys, or in every way that we can collaborate together, this wisdom to help better ourselves. So I'm not too worried about the source, although I think a lot of people would say that whenever they start diving into things religiously or vice versa, a lot of people, when they kind of go on their own path and they're dabbling in certain things, let me turn this fan off. When we start to dabble in certain things, people usually give Buddhism a try, Zen style, a little more laid back. How did let's and we're going to jump into a couple different teachings. So essentially, it can be broken down. The Buddha laying it out in a couple pretty simplistic ways. The most simplistic line, imagine, is teaching about suffering and liberation from suffering. That one we hear pretty often. It doesn't impact, when I read it, it doesn't, make me jump off the page or anything along those lines. Because we all have problems, and we can either fight these problems and suffer. So everyone's going to have problems. Absolutely everyone. And there's going to be millions of people who are feeling your same emotions, feelings, and a lot of times with problems, and then when we go to fight these problems, we feel very isolated. We feel very alone. But factually, that is very, very untrue. There are literally millions of other people, like we were just saying, that their thoughts, their speeches, their actions, and their livelihood are negatively impacted by traumatic experiences and these types of things. And when it comes to negative experiences, traumatic events, and stuff like that, it can either harden your heart or it can open it up. Hard times can make hard people, and then hard times can create people who can withstand and who can help others when they're going through the hard time, to kind of soften the blow and make it through. But even these negative experiences, it's not getting over something that's going wrong. Or say you have a problem within your business, you have a problem within your day-to-day life, and it's literally consuming your head. You cannot get away with it. And the common idea is to get through it, to beat it, to fight it. And essentially this is causing more self-harm than good. So sometimes taking more of the approach of inhabiting it, slowing down, doing less, being more present, and also just the acceptance of, so say if you have something dramatic going on with you and you start to feel a lot of pain. Pain is very uncomfortable. Pain sometimes is the right emotion to feel. Like, very, very sad. I don't want to like choke up talking about it, but one of my clients, one of their children had passed away. And there is really no words to really describe this feeling, to get through this feeling. But the only option is to be with this feeling. And sometimes pain is the right emotion. It doesn't make this easy, it doesn't make it right. But when we fight the feelings, we can be fighting for forever. But when we inhabit the feelings and we slow down and we be with the feelings and we comfort the feelings, they can subside and we can find peace. Either or, they're both hard, they're difficult. One is easy, fighting emotions and blaming other things is usually the easy thing to do. But whenever something's easy, the end of the path of easy usually is not fulfilling. So being very careful with that. So even in extreme situations, understanding that you are not alone. You are not the only person who has felt this. You are not going to be the only person who's ever felt this. There's going to be many, many millions of other people who will have the same exact feeling, the same exact problem as you. It is how we handle these problems. It is how we embrace, inhabit these problems that are going to help us and that are going to help us move it forward. And you're like, Tanner, of course you're saying that. Of course, you embrace your problems, yada, yada. That doesn't make it any easier. I don't want to do that. You don't have to do that. You don't have to take on this mindset of, oh, I'll just sit and breathe and feel my problems and inhabit the emotions that I have going on. You don't have to do that. But just don't be surprised when you feel like shit, when you're extremely negative, when your thoughts hurt you, your speech hurts you, your actions are harmful, and your livelihood is trash, because it is your responsibility to get over these problems, to get over, to be with, to embrace. Because whether they're negative experiences to help open our heart or they're positive experiences to help us feel the true joy of being alive and getting to do all the crazy fun stuff we get to do on a regular basis, either or, negative or positive, this is who you are. These experiences make us up of who we are. And being open to that is only to our benefit. So remember that next time you run into a problem, that is more so the challenge and the leading final point of today on today's shorter show is, I want you to think of a few problems, maybe your top 3 problems, your top 3 stressors, and then write out some negative emotions that tend to come up that you don't handle very well. And when these emotions do come up, I want you to forgive yourself, slow down, breathe, forgive again, and see what is the next action. If someone is saying something to you, are you going to retaliate them? And then before you take that action, how did they put it in a nice line? Before you do something, consider whether it will have beneficial or harmful consequences. And then do the action, and then ask yourself again, Did that action, speech, or thought, did it have beneficial or harmful consequences? And doing it after the fact. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some effort. It's going to take some practice. Feeling joy more consistently, inhabiting the right emotions is all about practice. Improving your environment and surrounding yourself with people who have your same values. So again, asking yourself before you do something, is this helping me or is this hurting me? Go ahead and do it today, even if you answer it, it is hurtful. And then again, ask yourself, was that helpful or was that hurtful to me after the fact? And this awareness and this pulling back to this can help over time realize, is this really what I want to be doing? Because a lot of times, whether it's even with cell phone usage with a lot of my clients, they'll be scrolling, and then put it down, go back to eating. And there wasn't a pause. There wasn't any recognition to the harmful action. And you might think, oh, that's simple. That's not too bad. But while they were taking a break from work, because work is chaotic, they're moving. A lot of my real estate agent clients, spring's picking up, they're doing a lot. And you go and you scroll on your phone for 20 minutes and just chaos, Joe Biden, higher interest rates, Ukraine, gas prices, all of these things that are fucking with our head. By the time we get back into what it is we were trying to be doing and it's chaotic again, no wonder why we feel burnt out, stressed out, negative emotion after negative emotion. So finding times to just ask simple questions. And at any time you are feeling a lot of negative emotion, you're feeling very negative, it is just, you're beating the shit out of yourself, because chances are that's what's going on. If you're having a tough time, chances are you're being very hard on yourself. Because if people can find peace with horrible sicknesses, death of people who are very young, you can find your peace. You can. It is possible. The wisdom, and the last thing I'll leave within for just a little bit of Buddhism, is the wisdom on depression. Depression is very common. Depression is not unique to an individual. And with the amount of stimulation, with the amount of drugs, with the amount of chaos and exposure to shit in the world, depression is, some say, more rampant than ever. Not that the quality of, that's what's crazy. The quality of life has done nothing but go up. And I truly believe today is the greatest day to be alive in history, specifically in the good old US of A. So if you're here rocking and rolling with us, and in 2022, we have the luxuries. We have a lot of good stuff here. But the wisdom is what might need to be that helping hand for depression. So the wisdom of depression within Buddhism is simply to back off, slow down, and do less, and take care of yourself. Again, wisdom of depression: back off, slow down, do less, and take care of yourself. Because if you do not take care of yourself, you cannot take care of other people. Your thoughts, your speech, your action, and your livelihood should help the people around you. Do your thoughts, speech, action, and livelihood, do they help people? Do they hurt people? What can we embrace today? Where can we slow down today? Where can we be more aware on the things that are helping us or hurting us today? Think of them. Let this marinate a little bit for you. And also, if you like the show being a little later, I think I might keep rocking and rolling with this. My eyes look a little baggy on camera. However, I do feel a little more well rested. Just, yeah. So taking advantage. I hope you guys enjoyed that little piece on Buddhism. We're going to continue to keep chipping away. And like we said at the very beginning, wisdom is wisdom. It's our responsibility, and we're here to take control. So if you're not out of bed yet, you're ready to rock and roll the day. Let's go enjoy it. Take advantage. Have fun with it. Remember, we get to do this shit. We don't have to do this shit. We get to. So we're going to get to go do a bunch of fun stuff, take it on, work on some businesses, work on our personal health, and improve our skills so we can go out there, make this world a better place, and help everyone we can. And thank you all again so much. Have a great, great Thursday. And I will see you all tomorrow morning at 5:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Thank you all again so much. Have a good one. Get up, go rock it. We got this. We're on it. We're rolling. Are you down for the ride? I know I am. Cheers, friends. See you tomorrow, Friday, 5:30 Central Standard Time.